Good morning, everyone. Happy October. I haven't seen everyone on my live channel for a little while, and I'm super excited that today we're going to bring you another veteran-owned business and compliments of one of our ladies who referred us here. So today I get to introduce you to Kyle and Mary Beth Kasmerick, and I didn't screw it up, from Plumbing Tech. And they are a veteran-owned business that's going to talk to us today about what it means to be a veteran-owned business and maybe a little bit about our Reads Across America program. So welcome to our live stream channel, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
I always love having veteran-owned businesses on here because I think that it gives a really unique perspective to, the world, because I think we all need that a little bit. But what you see when it comes to putting more back into the community. So give us some perspective about what it means to be a veteran-owned business.
We take a lot of pride in it. You hold a lot of stuff that you've been through, like in the service, in your hearts, and you put a lot of effort into that, and then so you take a lot of this personally because it's that what you did in the service was meant a lot, and so now you have a company to represent, and you have customers and friends and family, and that you try to represent, and it means a lot for us to kind of hold that pride and the commitment that we have, that we had to our country, and then that we have to our customers and stuff.
That's amazing. Kyle, I got to tell you, I really thank you for your service, by the way. I think that community is something that for people who haven't served, we hear it very often, right? Like bringing that community back home and really supporting you. Tell us a little bit about what your business is, and what it looks like when people interact with Plumbing Tech.
So
Mary Beth, he just got the nudge. Like, your turn. He's off that soapbox.
So we are a service plumbing. We do plumbing service. We have a lot of residential customers as well as we do commercial work. My favorite is working with residential customers because I get to spend more time with them, learning about them, and then also our guys can go into their homes and kind of help them. Obviously everyone needs, when it comes to plumbing, when they're calling us, there's something going on that they need our help. And feeling called to serve is something that we just have a lot of pride in, and we want to help people. So we chose plumbing as our way to help and serve people. So we do a variety of different plumbing things. We do a lot of drains and if there's like a broken pipe or something, leaky toilets. And then we also do excavations, and if you have like some of the commercial stuff, they need like hydro jetting or stuff like that. We have a lot of variety of different things that we can do to help people.
I have a couple of residential service clients in my professional life, and somebody said to me one time, having someone in service come into your home is almost as intimate as your doctor, right? Because you're inviting someone into your home, and there's no more sacred place than your home. And I think having someone who like you guys is that safe place, that's a great relationship to have, and again, in that community. All right, so Ohio Western Reserve Ladies is about making sure that no veteran is left behind or left alone, and that is such a resounding comment when we make it. So obviously we're going to talk a little bit about Reads Across America, and we're in an attempt to make sure that we don't leave a veteran unmarked. When I say that to you, or when you get an opportunity to step onto a national cemetery and you realize that someone has taken the time to mark graves, whether it be Memorial Day or wreaths, what does that mean to you? What does that feel like, Kyle, when you realize somebody has been there and taken that time in service back to the veteran community?
Well, sorry.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Yeah. So a story that I can remember is that we did this part in our community. It was like a flag thing for veterans. And so when, for us, we have 3 children. And so for us to bring our children to that and just teach them about sacrifice and what, these men and women have done it's very important to us. I think it's great to teach the younger generations and to show them, explain to them what, these people can't, and what they've done. And so it's very important to us. It's something that we obviously hold near and dear to our hearts, and something that we want to instill in our children as well. Just the commitment and the sacrifice that these men and women have served. And it's beautiful to go to those national cemeteries and see, the decorations, the adornments of the graves, and to just, to see the reality of it, is how many men and women have lost their lives for our country. And so, yeah, it's extremely important, and it's breathtaking to see.
Yeah, I love that you bring up your children in that conversation, because we put so much emphasis, right? There's tons of students that come and learn that leadership component, and whether maybe someday they end up in the service themselves, or just being there and being surrounded by people who have served and being able to tell their story, right? That's kind of why we've invited all of the veteran-owned businesses on to have this moment and really tell us about what you do now post-service. Those young people have a ripple effect in the community.
Yeah, it's we take that stuff, personally, just because I have friends that are buried at Arlington.
Mm. Yeah, and I think that's so I'm sorry for your loss. That's very that's a moving environment in and of itself, right? And we share some of the semis going into Arlington when they're bringing their wreaths, but that common thread, and I think it's also very interesting that we have a national cemetery so close to us that a lot of people don't even know. And so to be able to experience Ohio Western, which obviously is not Arlington and its vastness, but it's super moving to be able to come and be a part of that. So the national cemetery system is pretty great.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got about 60 days. So we'll have a little commercial here. We've got about 60 days. So for those of you who can be a part of coming to lay wreaths or be a part of that, you can see all of that on our website. We'll drop some links. Tell us where people can find information about Plumbing Tech, whether they want to support you on social media or they're interested in having you come work on their residential or commercial location.
Yeah, so our website is called plumbingtech.com. And so on there, you've got a lot of different ways to get a hold of us. But you can also find us on Facebook. It just says Plumbing Tech. And then also Instagram is called Plumbing Tech.
I love those. Nice and simple. I love all of this part. Okay, great. Awesome. What else can people do to serve, in your opinion, in the community? If it's not Wreaths Across America, what is there, in your view of everything that you see out today? What is another opportunity that people maybe sometimes miss when it comes to serving the veteran community?
Something I learned from Kyle, and just what we try to teach our children, is even if you just see a veteran at your store, grocery store, like a hardware store, we like to go up to them and just say, hey, thank you for your service. Especially when it's a young child, it means you can tell they perk up, they smile a little bit. A lot of times, some of the older generations, they wear those really cool hats. And so you can kind of, but yeah, something like that, just walking up and saying thank you with a smile, I know it usually makes their day. So something that we like to do as well.
Yeah, we love that in our household too. Yeah, just that awareness. Guys, thank you so much. It's early for a lot of people even. So we appreciate the fact that you took time, and I know your business is crazy booming right now. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope we get to see you on Wreaths Across America Day. And for everybody else that's watching, go like their social media. Remember, we don't have to necessarily be customers of theirs, but everybody could use the social media jump. So, all right, guys, thanks for joining us today. We'll hopefully see you soon.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.